You all right?
I'm Abby. What's your name?
I don't know.
You know, but I actually wanted it to appear to be a story for children, appear to be a conventional fairy tale, and then have it convert into something else, because I think that's the nature of life.
The story and the way that it begins was such a fairy tale to me. Now, was there anything that you believed like that when you were young?
I believe because we lived in a house where it was in Delmar, New York, and it wasn't overgrown, so you could always see the stars. I would just sit out there, and my sister was the same with her red hair. Just look at the stars. She showed me the Big Dipper and a little bit of that. And so when I read this the story, how they do it, the stars are, and especially for my part, they're just, the stars are there in her life.
Right.
And each one is a different person who's gone.
If you say Santa as if Santa's not real, I'm gonna
kick off.
Yeah, because I'm sick of it.
I used to have a best friend that was a tree because no one else wanted to talk to me, and I genuinely believed it would talk back. Her name was Greenbell. She was cool.
That's cool.
What I do believe is that there is a world behind the world that we are not fully aware of and that isn't fully available to us.
Were you like that kind of kid that would just be like in a garden and just kind of looking, waiting for something to happen, like something magical?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Akiva's staring at a bush again.
Yeah,
Like,
but you know, I always felt that I looked away just a second too fast.
right,
You know,
yeah,
that if you just hung on a second more, you would have seen it.
totally.
So that's what this is. It's what you see.
My dad or my cousin or something convinced me that when the light turned yellow, it meant that you could buy Orange Crush someplace close by. Who would tell someone that? What does that mean? Where does it even come from? Why bother making up that story?
Did you really like Orange Crush?
I remember thinking that I don't think I even particularly liked Orange Crush. I don't know. The genesis of the story is completely a mystery to me.
A story I was convinced was true. God, I can't think of one. I mean, the Tooth Fairy's a bit of a reach.
And you
Not
never...
Santa. Santa's completely understandable and
Yes.
possible and makes pure logical sense. But the Tooth Fairy,
Right. That's obviously baloney.
obviously baloney.
In your estimation, do you think that Colin Farrell has any kind of notes of like a Jimmy Stewart or a Marlon Brando or a Cary Grant?
I think he's going to be Colin Farrell. He doesn't have to be any of the others, and he's a wonderful actor.
Colin Farrell really knows how to ride a horse.
Amen.